Hi, my name is Nadia Harbeck. I'm the head of the breast center at the LMU University Hospital in Munich. And within OPTIMA, I'm one of the clinical partners, obviously, together with our LMU University Hospital in Munich. And I'm a breast cancer specialist. So my role is, first of all, to provide data in OPTIMA, but also as one of the key opinion leaders in breast cancer in OPTIMA, sort of direct the research questions for breast cancer in particular. The attitude towards big data is a bit skeptical amongst clinicians treating breast cancer patients, because we obviously realize that we cannot get all the evidence we need to treat our patients properly by randomized trials, because progress is happening so fast. But we're also very much aware that we have to protect the data from our patients, and that medical data and health records need a special protection. So people are a bit wary and they don't know exactly what's going to happen with the data. So I think the key to move this field forward in breast cancer or in oncology is transparency about who is the data being shared with and what's happening and what information is provided, and also obviously obtaining proper consent from the patients. What we're seeing in breast cancer right now, and that's probably true for all of oncology, is that we're making rapid progress with new drugs. So alone in breast cancer, in the years 2021 to 2022, we had about 5 or 6 new approvals of new drugs. And so what we see is that we don't have the time and the resources, and fortunately also not the metastatic breast cancer patients, for example, to do sequencing trials for which drug works best after which one and so forth. So for that, real-world evidence would be optimal, because we could sort of see what happens in the clinic and whether sequences of drugs are effective. You also have to realize that even within Europe, access is not uniform. So there are some countries who have immediate access, other countries still have to wait for reimbursement and so forth. So real-world data would help us to see what people do and what's actually helping and beneficial for patients. So that is one of the areas where I think real-world data and clever AI algorithms could help us. And the other thing is we do a lot of molecular analysis, and for that you need an incredible knowledge base of what these individual gene mutations mean in oncology and in breast cancer, obviously, and whether there's any trial data or ongoing trials that patients could be directed to in the vicinity in our country, maybe, so they could travel and so forth. So for these kind of analysis, that is not something that a clinician can sort of keep in his head or her head. So we have to have databases and also AI algorithms that guide us towards what is the best treatment for a single mutation that is found in a patient's tumor, for example. So my personal opinion around OPTIMA and the way it's built, I think it's a great project. I think we need to start sharing data, we need to start collecting data, and we need to start learning from data. And I think OPTIMA builds a very good resource and backbone of doing that, with all the legal requirements in place. So it's a safe environment to start sharing data. And I don't think without artificial intelligence and data sharing in the future, we can make progress in medicine, because things are happening so fast, and we also need to implement our guidelines into these data algorithms so we make the right decision for the patient in front of us.